This is Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for another mob battle, and as you can see from the damage indicators from Turo Health, I have a gargoyle. I was actually thinking of doing this mob battle for a while, like, since I heard the news of Twilight Forest coming back on 1.12.2, and when the gargoyle showed up as a mod, I just loved that so much. Thank you very much, Enderman of Doom, for gargoyles. And thank you very much, Twilight Forest team, for getting Twilight Forest back. Well, this is going to be a serious rumble, because I was wondering, the coolest gargoyle, in my opinion, is this Golden Gargoyle. I mean, he's got a beam cannon! Seriously! And the arena may be slightly messed up from previous testing of this. So, as you could tell, this is going to be a little intense. Yeah. And I still have my skin my classic way because I'm still technically considered as doing my 250 celebration. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just putting these in order as they'd appear in the mod, and this time I am not doing the ones that are work in progress. There may be some additional fights later in that, like versus the I think it's supposed to be the final castle, so final castle mobs. Yeah. Anyhow, let's start off with a little bit of boss busting. So who are you gonna call? Boss Busters, and its premier member is the Golden Gargoyle. So let's unleash some serious boss. And this particular this thing I shoved all my trophies in is probably going to get it, so please expect items to fall on the floor. It's going to happen, just saying, because there's no way it's going to survive all this, right? just no way. Okay, beaming them from that distance already. Yes, go for it. Okay. Oh, he took a big... You know what's really interesting? He seems to be immune to the primary damage, but not the secondary whenever the explosion hits. Yeah? You see? It shows 20 points of damage instantly there. Oh my gosh! He is really hitting the Golden Gargoyle hard, actually. Dude, fly. Dude, fly. But at least you're sending this thing skyward for a good stun. Oh, one little bit left. Okay, the Naga has been defeated. That thing actually took damage from that? Okay, you just recover there for a little while I switch around my spawn eggs to ones that I know for sure. I'm going to keep these kind of in order, because that was the Naga, and next up will be the Twilight Lich. The Night Phantoms always form kind of a special array. And to allow this to be a fresh fight, I just had to let them recover, because gargoyles recover like crazy when they're on their perch. So, yeah, and this treasure chest has somehow just managed to stay there like a boss, despite the fact that explosions were happening and the Naga has been known to destroy blocks like crazy. I'm pretty sure I don't have that game rule turned off, so it was a miracle that thing didn't get hit. Anyhow, now it's time for the Twilight Lich. So, and might I add, this gargoyle specifically can actually damage the Twilight Lich without worrying about the dynamic of having to shove his projectiles back in his face. Apparently, there's a way that it gets through the shield. This attack actually counts as magic damage, so yeah, that's a thing. However, I think it's only the main blast at the end. See, it took a chunk out of the shields if you look at the... Whoa, oh, he's gonna keep track. Twilight Lich is way over here. Okay, I might have to see if I can aggro him from more of a distance this way. Because, see, this is why I had issues with the Twilight Lich and the Wither sometimes, is because the Twilight Lich would eventually teleport way out of the way and make things basically impossible. So, I am going to take care of this problem in a very special way by having a... No, it's not just GG yet, it's a case of gravity. Yeah. See, this is why I like having a gravity gun. Can I shove you? Okay, I can shove you that way, but I can't grapple you? Weird. Okay, he's blowing up other things. Good for you. Ah, you've locked on target again. Okay, Twilight Lich. If you don't learn to fight back, you're a total goner. He's beaming away all the mobs that came from that. Okay, where did the Twilight Lich go this time? Because this is possibly a duplicate, unless he, like, grayed out. Nope, there's another one over there. Up there's the original. I need to get the original close by for this to continue. Although, the funny thing is he can do some serious work on those clones. So, see what happens when you're the main target. And yet you're not throwing your... Oh, there you go. Actually, that actually hit him. You knocked him off his perch. Impressive. But at the same time, this is going to be a distance fight. Like, oh. You took a good hit there. Bang. Maybe certain angles I can't see the beam properly. It happens. This guy is just getting wasted. Fairly well. Boof. Yeah, you're such a goner. You don't even know how much of a goner you really are, so... Yeah, you just got wasted, so... Twilight Lich does not know how to work. Now, this means it's going to be kind of... Well, I'll keep that in my offhand. Can I... Sounds like it's working. Okay, so maybe I can use that in my offhand for later stuff. But it'll prioritize my main hand, so... This may be a little sad. Unless he learns to charge back. I think he can. Yep, he's going, wait a moment. But he's being... Oh, he was trying to make a charge, but he couldn't quite figure out how. He's like, you're a couple blocks above me, what do I do? Seriously, perch or gargoyle, and they're in a nearly invincible turret. It's kind of funny how well this works. I'm going to blow up the boss array of the Night Phantoms. I'm really curious if something will actually start fighting back. Okay, that just... I put that there for a reason, then I forgot where I put it. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Would you like to destroy about, 6 enemies in a row? Seriously, not much has really fought back yet. Kind of. I mean, the Twilight Lich tried. Hey! There's normally supposed to be 6 of you. Spawning seems to be a little different than normal, because usually whenever I do this spawn egg method, the Night Phantoms come in a set of 6 like they should. Now I just get 1 and then immediate treasure chest. Yeah, that happened. Okay. Well, thanks for presenting me my loot. Okay, would you like a much more worthy foe? Because I can totally give you that in a moment, and I don't need those, thank you very much. I got the Hydra, the Ergast, which should be interesting because it's an aerial battle. The Alpha Yeti, which, because he tends to maintain his distance, I don't think he's going to have any issue with at all. I mean, seriously, this is a boss killer. I mean, gosh. Okay. I'm going to put you right about here. Oh, yeah! I distanced that just right. But the Golden Gargoyle is apparently fireproof, too. So... now, can you launch mortars? Oh, you actually hit him. It actually hit him. The mortars help, but I think you're a goner, Hydra. He is seriously blasting this Hydra. Special trick for destroying a Hydra in Twilight Forest, just perch a gargoyle, a golden gargoyle specifically, right next to them, and watch the devastation. Of course, you don't even have to use the perch, technically. I mean, they will recover out of battle, just, it's better with the perch. It's like, hey, I see an explosion guy over there. Poof! Goodbye, explosion elemental. I'm actually leaving. I'm purposely leaving Lycanized mobs on right now for more than one reason. Part of it is because this guy's so powerful, it's actually unfair to the other enemies not to let him have some sort of distraction. So, yeah. Mortars and bites would be more effective than your flamethrower. So you're just saying, Hydra. See, that looks more like nope. That was just flame breath. He's just spewing his flamethrower. Double flamethrower. Anything that would be vulnerable to fire would really be taking abuse from this right now. Is the perch okay? I haven't seen the perch for a while. Did the perch bite it? That's what I'm wondering. Did the perch bite it? Because sometimes those mortars will damage land, but only if the target is behind something. It's like selective. If the Hydra fires a mortar, it will only damage the terrain if it's obstructed from its target by said terrain. It's weird how selective that is, but it is true. Oh, the Hydra is taking hits, but like serious hits. Oh, it was recovering from the fire damage, but then it takes explosive damage at the end. Yep, there it goes. It just needs to hit enough of the heads in a row. Maybe it actually needs to melee. This may actually be something where the Gargoyle might actually have an issue if the Hydra manages to figure out the exact right combat strategy. Up, he's getting closer. He's waving his arms, so you know that means he's prepping to melee if he can actually get in close enough. He usually uses his beam, but he will melee with his arms. Wow, the Hydra recovered all the way. This might be an indefinite thing unless he can find a way to actually hit it. Hydra, you're the first real challenge for the Golden Gargoyle. Congrats. But you don't seem to know how to lob your mortars towards your target reliably, so that could go against you. Poof. I think the Hydra is immune to explosions. Your beams are pretty impressive, but I might have to declare this one a tie. Yeah, I don't think the Hydra is going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, there was some nice initial damage, but after a while, it just kind of guttered out. Can I push you carefully? Maybe I should... Maybe I can only operate this with one hand. This is what I really need here, is just this. Because I need to get this guy into melee range. I pushed some things around before. Is that it? Is it that you need to melee to really harm this guy because your beams aren't really working? Yep. Neither of these two's going anywhere. Okay, I'm declaring this one a tie. The Hydra and the Golden Gargoyle are about equivalent in terms of their potential against each other. So, and they can fight to a draw. That's interesting to know. Mortars. Okay. I get the point here. That's a tie. That is a true tie. And because gargoyles don't go away on peaceful because they're technically... Oh. Forgot about that. That's kind of a funny little thing that happens that way. Golden Gargoyle, don't panic. Don't panic. I have a way to take care of this problem. It's called I will give you another perch, okay? I just need to reach into this little thing here and give you a perch. Right now, he's just panicking without his perch. He's like, no! My home is gone, what do I do? The answer is I will give you your perch back, because that's how you're meant to be. You're meant to be on a perch, so... So whenever he stops panicking and goes over this way, then maybe he'll feel better on his perch. Maybe I should shove him towards a perch? Kind of funny, redirecting him that way. Hey, Gargoyle. See, he has recovered, but a little bit, but it's very slow without his perch. He's so fast, it's hard to even track where to grab him. It's hard to aim at this guy even with a gravity gun. There we go. That's much better. I can just set you down nice and perchy. There you go. Oh wait, I think this was supposed to be just on one. Okay. Admittedly, this might be a little. There you go. See that's much better. That's much better. Okay. Whew. Okay. See, I put these things in here just for the reason of being able to make sure to maintain my gargoyle. So, yeah. In case you're wondering why those specific items were there, there is a very good reason. Okay. Now the next one up should be the Urgast, and then I'll have the Alpha Yeti, the Snow Queen, the Giant Miner, and the Armored Giant. The Armored Giant and the Giant Miner are actually pretty equivalent to vanilla giants, just a little rehashed, and that's actually a good thing. Now, Urgast, let's see you go here. But first, I need to make sure that I'm in the right mode, because you don't go away on peaceful, because you're technically passive to neutral, that are meant to attack only enemy. Well, you're player aligned, I should say. Player aligned. But anyhow, let's unleash the Urgast. And watch it get savagely blasted out of the sky. Oh, this is going fast. Urgast, you are so doomed. It likes to go away whenever you hit it, so as soon as it goes up too far, you'll see the beam just goes out, but then reestablishes the moment he comes back. Urgast is getting just shot. He's like, no, I'm a goner. Oh, that one went all the way to completion. Nice. You just blow up that Urgast. I am getting treasure chests all over the place from this, which is a good thing. But I also need to rotate the weather off, so yeah. I need to... Oh, this could complicate matters. I see... yeah, I see something he's gonna... Well, this'll be short. There's just no way this is going to last very long. He's just gonna shoot them down. Okay, anyhow, the Urgast has been very, very, very soundly defeated. So next up is Alpha Yeti, Snow Queen, Giant Miner, and Armored Giant, because that's the way the mod goes in terms of the order of things that you attack. So let's see our next guest, the Alpha Yeti, which, might I add, used to be a mini-boss, now promoted to full boss. Nice to know. Congrats for you, Alpha Yeti. Oh, you actually went down to the melee range. You actually smashed his block. Oh, yeah, he also can destroy blocks. He's like, I'm gonna burn you for destroying my lovely perch. Oh my gosh. The Alpha Yeti actually dealt more damage than anything else so far. That's actually kind of amazing. Yeah. And again, we have a panicked gargoyle with no perch. Okay. I'm gonna give you your nice fancy swank perch again so that you can recover and become a living turret. Because that's the way you should totally work. And I need to do this at a place that isn't a complete hole in the ground. Come on. Find your perch. New perch. New perch. New perch over here. New perch over here. Hello. Hello. New perch. You know, this is the first time I think he's went outside. comes down this way again. I will grab him. Nope, he went the other way. I'm just trying to perch you. He's so fast, and he seems to go through the walls somehow. Where did you go? I think they have no clip. I think that's... There we go. I think he has at least some degree of no clip. There we go. So you recover for a few seconds while I put this guy up on the defeated list, because he got it handed to him. He got his hat totally handed to him. Snow Queen, Giant Miner, Armored Giant. We only have a few more to go, and that demonstrates that so far you are the king against this, except you tie the Naga somehow. That's still kind of interesting. So note, part of that damage counts as fire damage. So yeah, and the Naga actually eats fire. Literally, I mean, why am I saying Naga? You tie the Hydra. Yes, Hydra. Hail Hydra. Yes. You tie the Hydra. The Hydra consumes fire damage somehow. Like, it literally recovers if you hit it with anything fiery or it's on fire. Especially when it's on fire. So, because he lights everything on fire, the Hydra will literally eat it. So, let's see a Snow Queen go out. Now, will you fly or not? Not exactly. She does do good melee damage, though. So, and he did do melee damage because she did approach. That was very fast. She actually dealt a considerable amount of damage, though. That is actually kind of surprising. But yeah, so far the only real opponent for him has been the Hydra, and specifically because the Hydra eats fire, and his beam also does some fire damage, so they cancel each other out, and his recovery is about as good, so... And the Hydra can't really hurt him except with mortars on occasion, so by the time you can actually hit him with enough mortars, he's already healed up. So it's an indefinite tie with Hydra. Now, here's a twofer, because these two giants usually are encountered together. We have the Giant Miner and the Armored Giant. So, and they will look like me for a little while, because they will always look like whoever is playing against them. It's an interesting little trick that Binamatic did. So, yeah. Giant Miner and the Armored Giant. Well, okay, they are slow, really slow. They hit decently hard, but they're really slow. Can you defeat them by the time that you're knocked out of your perch? Oh, taking some serious damage. I was saying giants have very heavy attack power because the stats of a regular vanilla giant. Mostly, I think. Oh wait, almost. Can it? Oh my gosh! Oh, the duo of Armored Giant and Giant Miner can in fact defeat a Golden Gargoyle. That's actually very interesting. Now, whenever you stop burning, I'm going to congratulate you by flinging you joyously into the air. Okay. Wow, that really sets on fire for a long time. This might be a tie by extension. That was a tie by extension, because the Golden Gargoyle set the Armored Giant on fire initially. That means technically, because they both died from each other's attacks, that is a tie. So it actually takes both of the giants from Twilight Forest to take down a Golden Gargoyle. That I did not expect. I was seriously expecting it to tear apart the Hydra a little more effectively, but for some, but the thing is, the only thing that really is a threat to a gargoyle in Twilight Forest are things that basically tie it. So you have the Hydra and you have the pair of giants, and that is basically it. Because this is the end here with a grand tie when it comes to these two giants, the Giant Miner and the Armored Giant. They together have taken out the Golden Gargoyle. So congrats on that, you two, and congrats to the Golden Gargoyle for being such a great combatant, and I hope to bring this one back specifically in some other mob battles in the future, because it just has such a cool fighting style where it beams them to death, and tries to burn and explode them at a distance, just roasting with that beam. Like, behold the power of the sun. Bzzz. He's like just trying to microwave them or something, which is awesome. I mean, it looks yellow, so it's kind of like a solar laser. Anyhow, enough for that. I'd say everything's pretty much concluded now. So this has been Glitch Reaper, and I will be signing off for now. So hope to hear from you all later. And bye for now, everybody.